Hello, YouTube and Facebook followers. This is John DeMocas, aka Half Man, Half Cichlid. First of all, let me extend a heartfelt and warm Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. I thought I'd offer up something special for my viewers today. It's something that my colleagues and my viewers have asked for, actually for at least 2 or 3 years, where they've seen my system, my filtration system, or they've heard bits about it in some of my videos, and that's the filtration, hang-on-back filtration system that supports my 200 gallon. The system has been in place and tweaked for over 20 years, and I will put it up against any filtration system on the market, hang-on-back, canister, as far as design and performance. So anyway, my Christmas gift to you is to share with you the system, what it does, and how it performs, and how to put it together. And look, a few facts first of all to catch your attention. At least for a 200 gallon. Can you imagine a hang-on back that has 12.5 gallons of media volume? That's 6 FX6, equivalent of 6 FX6s. Can you imagine a hang-on back that runs at 1,200 gallons per hour, equivalent to about 2 FX6s? Can you imagine a hang-on back that can be used to declutter your aquarium, where you can have heaters, temperature probes, and other things that would be in your aquarium otherwise within the hang-on back itself? Can you imagine a hang-on back where you can clean the media while the filter's running? Imagine that with a canister filter. Imagine a hang-on back that offers all of these features that you can build yourself for $175 to $200 to support a 200 gallon tank, or less for a smaller aquarium. Can you imagine a hang-on back where you can accessorize the filter? What I mean by that is, if you want to add a fluidized bed, if you want to add a algae scrubber to the filter, you can easily do so. And lastly, and it's very important, this design is scalable. And what I mean is, I'll show you how I've designed the system such that it's sized for my 200 gallon aquarium, but at the same time, if you want to size it for a 75 gallon, 100 gallon, or even a 600 or 700 gallon aquarium, you can. So without further ado, I'm going to share the specifics of the system, again, that I've developed over the last 20 years and have been very successful with. Okay, welcome back. I'm going to first give you an overview of the system in operation and what the major components are before I go through the schematics and the instructions on how to build it. But it starts with a container. It's about 8 inches deep that fits snugly behind the 200 gallon aquarium. This serves, of course, as the center point for the hang-on back. It's lifted up by a wooden box, DIY wooden box, such that the lip of the container is even with the top of the aquarium, and I'll explain why in a minute. I've got a heater in there, a temperature probe, and of course all the media. I mentioned that you can accessorize, this is optional, the hang-on back, and what I've done here is added an LED platform above the hang-on back, and what this does is creates a hydroponic environment. I've got some plants growing in there, as well as algae that helps reduce and eliminate the nitrates. You know, again, this is totally optional, this particular accessory, but you know, I just wanted to highlight some of the things you can do with this design. Here's a shot from the top of the filter. You can see that I'm using J tubes. They have strainers on them, and they deliver at least 1,200 gallons per hour to the 6-gallon container. I've got a plastic corrugated top on here to reduce evaporation, and you can see the plants, water lettuce that I have growing in there. Again, that's part of the hydroponic aspect, aquaponic aspect of this build, which is totally optional. And by the way, in 20 years, I've only had these. It's always a worry of hobbyists that you get a siphon break. I've only had one occur, and it was my fault. And if there's a power outage, this particular setup is absolutely power outage safe. Okay, now we're going to get into kind of the underbelly of the system. The plastic container that I showed you, the 6-gallon container, has a bulkhead, and attached to it is a 1-inch flexible PVC line, which comes down to a line continues on. In my case, I'm using a magnetic drive pump, and you can see the inlet on the right, and on the top is the exit from the pump that returns to the aquarium. I go back to the fact that you can accessorize this. In my case, what I've done is, and again, this is totally optional, I've put in a fluidized bed with K1 Caldas media between the pump and the return to the aquarium. Now, a noteworthy point about this filter, this is just a converted filter that I would no longer using, and the media that I have in here I have not cleaned for 5 years. The K1, of course, provides tremendous ability to remove ammonia and nitrites through the nitrogen cycle, but does not require any maintenance, which of course I love. We all know things can look pretty cruddy on return lines on our filters, but anyway, this is the return. Goes into the corner of the filter, and the white line there is a line that I have that allows air to mix with the return water, so that we have significant aeration of the return water. The filter box is actually a container for pet food. They come in various sizes, and they're narrow, so they fit nice and snugly behind the aquarium. And again, you can buy a size appropriate for your aquarium. There are 6, 12, and 20 gallons that I have found. The next step is to drill a hole in the bottom of your container and use a bulkhead and build your box that will support the assembly. You ask, how tall should the box be? It should be such that the lip of the container is matched up with the top of your aquarium. This slide, we put it all together. You have the flexible line going to the pump inlet, and from the pump outlet back to the aquarium. And again, I used flexible 1-inch PVC for the size of my system. Lastly, you need to buy some J tubes and strainers, and I cut the J tubes so that they fit comfortably as inlets into the main filter box. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you can take this build and adapt it to your situation. And again, Merry Christmas to all my viewers.